The Denver Nuggets are heading into their December 3rd matchup against the Indiana Pacers with a level of uncertainty that has fans on edge. What was supposed to be a routine regular season meeting has suddenly transformed into a major storyline as 7 Nuggets players have appeared on the injury report, headlined by none other than Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray. And trust me, the concerns surrounding Denver's superstar duo have the entire NBA talking. Let's break down exactly what's happening with this team, what the latest injury updates mean for the defending champions, and how this could impact their momentum moving forward. Because whether you're a Nuggets fan, a Pacers fan, or just someone who follows the pulse of the league, this one matters. We begin with the centerpiece of it all, Nikola Jokic. The two-time MVP has been the heart and engine of the Nuggets for years, and has been playing at an elite level again this season. But now, a concerning update has emerged. Jokic has been listed on the injury report, raising major questions about his availability and overall health heading into this matchup. Denver relies on Jokic not just for scoring but for absolutely everything: playmaking, rebounding, calling out defensive coverage, even setting the emotional tone. Without Jokic, the Nuggets' offensive identity changes instantly. Their ball movement slows down. Their spacing collapses. Their confidence dips. So yes, this is more than just a precautionary listing. It's a warning sign. And then comes Jamal Murray, who has already missed multiple stretches of the season due to nagging issues that just won't seem to go away. His name appearing on the injury report yet again has fans frustrated and worried at the same time. When Murray is healthy, he transforms Denver into a championship-caliber force, explosive, dynamic, and impossible to stop in the clutch. But when he's out, the backcourt duties fall heavily on secondary guards who simply cannot replicate his two-way impact. The Nuggets know this. The fans know this. The league knows this. So Murray's status heading into December 3rd carries huge weight. But it doesn't end with Jokic and Murray. Far from it. The Nuggets have a total of 7 players listed. Yes, 7, which might be the most alarming part of this entire update. When nearly half your rotation is at risk of missing a game, it changes everything. Lineups become unpredictable. Chemistry takes a hit. The bench becomes thinner, fatigue sets in faster, and any kind of rhythm becomes harder to maintain. Let's go down the list. One name that jumps out is Aaron Gordon, who has also dealt with various bumps and bruises this season. Gordon is the glue guy. He guards the toughest assignment, crashes the boards, runs the floor, and brings a physicality Denver desperately needs. If he's limited or sidelined, Denver's defensive schemes take a massive hit. Another important name is Michael Porter Jr., who has been both a scoring spark and a question mark with his long history of back issues. Any update involving MPJ naturally makes fans nervous, because his health is always going to be one of the biggest variables in Denver's long-term success. He's too talented to lose, especially in stretches where the offense needs firepower. The Nuggets' depth pieces, players like Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Reggie Jackson, Zeke Naji, Peyton Watson, and others, are also dealing with minor injuries or questionable tags that further complicate the rotation. Denver has always thrived on continuity, so seeing this many names on a single injury report right before a game is not ideal in any stretch. Now, why does this matter so much right now? Because the Pacers are not a team you can take lightly. Tyrese Haliburton has been playing at an MVP-level pace, the team is young, fast, and fearless, and they've been one of the biggest offensive powerhouses of the season. If Denver walks into this matchup without multiple starters, or worse, without Jokic or Murray, they could be facing a tough night in what should have been a manageable game. There's also the matter of momentum. The Nuggets have been trying to regain their championship rhythm after some up-and-down performances earlier in the season. Missing key players disrupts that. Losing winnable games adds pressure. And once fatigue sets in during the winter stretch of the NBA schedule, it becomes harder to climb out of the hole. But there's another layer to this situation, one that Nuggets fans have been silently debating. Is Denver's core carrying too heavy of a load? Are Jokic and Murray being pushed too hard early in the season? The Nuggets have always been cautious with injuries, but with the Western Conference tightening and multiple teams rising, the pressure to win now is real. Still, this franchise knows what it takes to win a title. They've navigated adversity before. They've dealt with injuries, setbacks, and long absences. The key difference now is the timing. Early season injuries can snowball into late season fatigue if not handled properly. And if Denver wants another deep playoff run, they cannot afford to let their stars burn out. Let's also address the fan reaction, because social media has exploded since the injury report dropped. Nuggets fans are understandably anxious. Anytime Jokic's name appears on an injury list, alarms go off. Anytime Murray seems questionable, flashbacks of previous long-term absences resurface. There's a level of emotional investment here because everyone knows what this team looks like at full power, and how far they can fall without it. The conversation now shifts to Coach Michael Malone and Denver's medical staff. Will they choose to rest players to avoid long-term damage? Will they go all in against Indiana to maintain momentum? Or will they look at the bigger picture and prioritize health over short-term wins? As of now, all signs point to the Nuggets making cautious decisions, which is the right move. No early December game is worth jeopardizing the postseason. Jokic is too valuable. Murray is too important. The core is too good to risk anything that isn't absolutely necessary. But the uncertainty remains. With 7 players on the injury list, Denver enters December 3rd with more questions than answers. Whether Jokic suits up, whether Murray plays without restriction, whether the rotation has enough bodies to handle the Pacers' firepower, everything is up in the air. And that is why this injury update has become such a massive storyline. Denver is not just battling Indiana. They're battling time, health, fatigue, and the pressure of defending their title. The road to a championship is long, but nights like this, when the injuries pile up and the future feels uncertain, often define a team's character. One thing is for sure, all eyes will be on the Nuggets when they take the floor on December 3rd.